So we are going to begin with a story that comes right out of the book, and it's a pretty good one, so get ready. All right, it's called The Dr. Google Debacle.
You are listening to Phase Ready.
3, 2, 1.
It started with an innocent itch, just a small red bump on Dave's arm. Probably a mosquito bite, or maybe a spider bite. Or wait, was it swelling? Dave did what any reasonable level-headed adult would do. He pulled out his phone and consulted Dr. Google. A few clicks later, he had narrowed it down to 3 possibilities. A harmless bite or rash that would go away in a few hours. A rare flesh-eating bacteria that would require immediate amputation, or a mild case of definitely I'm going to die in my sleep syndrome. Those were his 3 options. Naturally, he focused on numbers 2 and 3. By this time, his wife Sarah found him. He had self-diagnosed, written a goodbye letter, and was watching DIY surgical amputation videos on YouTube, because clearly that's where he was headed. Sarah, ever the voice of reason, took one look at the bump, rolled her eyes, and grabbed the first aid kit. Dave, it's a mosquito bite. No, look at the color. It's turning redder. That's a bad sign. Yes, because you've been scratching it for 20 minutes. I might need antibiotics. Call 911. No, you need to stop touching it. 2 minutes, a dab of anti-itch cream, and a stern talking to later, Dave's medical emergency was over. So what do we learn from Dave and Sarah about this medical emergency?
Well, the real lesson is people can spiral out of control pretty quick when they're not grounded, when people don't have a lot of the information. And obviously this is exaggerated, but there's going to be situations where someone might overdiagnose themselves, or relying on information that it's incomplete can make people paranoid. And so being able to either rely on your doctor, that you should probably have regular enough communication with to talk to them about something like this, and then being able to have someone who's also a voice of reason like Sarah would be pretty good.
So what you're saying is we should all listen to our wives. All right, so let's get into the segment then. Keep in mind, this is our 3rd pillar. We are in the loss phase, meaning you have absolutely no idea. You know what a first aid kit is. You may have even have one that you inherited from a parent or a sibling, but you really don't know what to do with it. All right, step 1, take an inventory. That's the first thing that you guys need to do. Go walk around your house, look around and say, okay, what exactly do I have? And get it all and put it on the table. This may put a lot of random things on the table. That's all right, just go with it. Put everything you got on the table. Levi, have you done that yet?
Well, yeah, so I have organized some of my things, but at the moment my stuff is kind of all over the place to begin with, kind of in the middle of moving but not moving, and that makes it so a lot of the medical supplies are here, there, and maybe nowhere.
Yes, and what we've also found is little children love playing with medical supplies. So
And
keeping
everything
them in a safe place. All right, so number 2, get a basic first aid kit. And this doesn't need to be something immaculate, something big. Johnson & Johnson, I think, sells medical kits that you can get from Walmart. All right, next, medications. If you're on any type of medication, try to have at least a 1-month supply on hand, just in case there's some type of supply disruption. You just want to make sure you have that. We're challenging all the listeners to, number 1, understand. We're going to be publishing our risk assessment this next week, so you'll be able to see that. You need to take a personal risk assessment, but know how to stop minor bleeding, treat minor burns and wounds, and just understand basic medical education. We're not asking you to go and take a first aid course at your local fire department or CPR training, but just watch a couple YouTube videos, get a book, do some basic understanding, all right?
So basically, you need to be able to dress boo-boos without getting infections.
Yes. Take care of boo-boos and be able to, a big thing is know how to do a basic triage. If somebody has like a broken arm or something, you know that you probably don't need to hand them a 20-pound dumbbell, unless their name's Luke. But you just want to make sure that you're understanding about what to do in basic medical situations, that you have some of that knowledge.
Well, and probably some basic things to do when there might be a more emergent problem, like, someone breaks an arm. Don't try to deal with it yourself. Try to stabilize it, bring them to the doctor instead of playing doctor yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Next one is kind of the hardest one, and that one's going to be focus on preventative care and your own long-term health. Things like understanding what it means to stay hydrated. It's surprising how many folks across the United States or across the world even don't stay hydrated, and it causes different conditions to happen with your own body if you're not hydrated. It affects people differently. So make sure you're staying hydrated. Eat a balanced diet. Get enough sleep. That's a big one. Especially for those that are entering the workforce or in the workforce, getting enough sleep and protecting your sleep is something that you got to pay attention to. And then starting a basic exercise routine, even if all you're doing is walking.
Yeah. I have some personal experience with two of these. Water, it's not me, it's my wife. She needs like scheduled water routines or something. And then sleep, I feel like the amount of sleep that is necessary has gone down for me recently.
Having young children will do that.
I have a 1 and a 2-year-old, and my wife is pregnant. So sleep is something that you may or may not need to keep going, but you might need some.
Maybe. All right, the last one is holistic approaches to medicine. You don't always need to run to the Walgreens or the CVS to get the latest and greatest pill. Keep in mind, we are not doctors. We are not recommending that you go against the advice of a doctor. But there are things out there, whether it's ginger for an upset stomach, salt water to gargling that to help with a sore throat, and some chamomile, that type of thing. More holistic type of remedies actually do very well. If something persists, obviously you want to seek medical attention. But there are some things that can help take the edge off.
Other than that, just research, do what you can, get your kit together, and be ready for phase 2. That'll be it for today in this segment. Thanks for watching. Hello everyone, welcome to segment 3. I'm Levi and this is my dad, and today we're going to be reviewing these Millennium bars and some drinks. This is the Mountain Ops Hydrate from the Battle Box.
Our Mr. Producer Luke said that we needed to start with the raspberry first, so let's just give this a go ahead.
It looks like a brick.
Oh, and you know that Mr. Producer is going to be tasting it too. Not bad. Let's try the lemon. All right, lemon.
It's a little more subtle.
Yeah,
Oh, it's got an interesting aftertaste.
more subtle.
I don't know if I like that or not.
Taste-wise, I don't know about you, Mr. Producer. What's your favorite taste-wise?
Definitely the berry.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways,
Yeah, thumbs up on that one. Let's get into the hydration fluid. So this is Mountain what? Mountain Ops. This came in one of the recent battle boxes.
look at it go.
So this is meant to rehydrate you, like whether a survival, but really in any situation.
Kind of like
So,
Gatorade.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit better than Gatorade, but
Tastes much better with water. Flavor-wise, it's good.
yeah. Although if you want to lose all of the moisture in your body, just take that raw.
All right, so I think we got a thumbs up all around on this.
I think
So
it's
Mountain
good.
Ops Hydrate and then the Millennium Bar.
Thumbs down on the flavor.
Undecided
I like
on the
it.
flavor for the lemon, but the raspberry is really good.
Welcome everyone to segment 4. This is going to be a new segment called the Survival Mythbusters. So, you want to go first?
Yeah. So here's a myth that we have heard a few times. If it's in my first aid kit, I know how to use it. For instance, we have this first aid kit that is a really nice first aid kit that we'd gotten a while back. We want to see if there's anything inside of this that Levi doesn't know how to use. And there are some items within here. We're just going to see if Levi knows how to use them.
Mouth resuscitation device, Quicksaver. You should put this over there. Oh, it's so you don't kiss.
All right, so he figured that one out. All right, let's go up.
Splinter probes.
All right, so
This is just to get him out.
Luke is suffering in the woods right now and has no idea that his arm is fractured, but we have Levi going, I have no idea. What are these, paper clips?
I thought it was to get like splinters out. Yeah, look at that.
Yes. He's got a fracture in the woods with wood.
Yeah.
So, but the point is that
If you give me a tourniquet, I have no idea what's going on.
yeah. So we'll just put it this: this is our first aid kit, and this is the first time I have honestly opened it.
That's the first time I've seen, what are they called? Splinter
Removal.
probes.
Yeah.
I gotta try that next time. My first one is going to be, for some reason, there are people who think it's a good idea to put butter on a burn.
Oh.
I don't know why, because oil is not good for anything heat-wise. It's just going to trap it in. But apparently there's people who think that. And no, that's not going to help you. Actually, if you do a simple Google search, you will see, why is butter harmful? Well, it retains heat. It increases infection risk. And it interferes with actual treatment because it's greasy and it keeps other things from being on your skin. So no, don't put butter on your burns. Put burn ointment or aloe vera or literally anything but butter. Why would you do
How about
that?
peanut butter?
I think peanut butter might work better, yeah.
All right, my second one. The government will take care of me. Do we even need to make any comments about this one? So if there's a short-term crisis, those people that have been in the recent hurricanes over the last couple of years, they understand that it was mostly their neighbors that were bailing them out. It wasn't the National Guard and it wasn't FEMA.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on anything with bureaucracy attached to get there anytime soon because they got to go over budgets, they got to get the personnel in order, they got to get the supplies in order, and they're just not going to be efficient. And so you're probably going to first have your neighbors, second, probably local community centers, churches, things like that. The government's going to be one of the last things on the list of things that will get to you.
Yeah.
Last one, let me pull this up. Oh, this one is relevant right now. It's that ticks only live in the deep woods. I can tell you from personal experience, they like grass too. They like wherever they can get on you. As long as it's sufficiently high and they can grapple onto you, they'll be there, especially this season. There's been a lot of ticks. Even for someone who doesn't go outside a whole lot, you'll find them. Welcome everyone to our segment 5 of our Phase Ready podcast. This is going to be the Ready Mailbag. Let's jump into it.
Question 1 from Sarah from Phoenix, Arizona. With temperatures hitting 110 or higher, how much water should I actually keep in my vehicle? And how often should I replace it?
Oh, that's a good question. So right up front, keep about a gallon if you can in your car, but some is better than nothing, okay? You want to have some water in a vehicle, and I would rotate that about every year just to make sure it stays good, because water can go bad over time, especially if there's sunlight that touches it. Clear bottles especially. Keep a bag, a dark bag, and throw the water in it and just keep it in the back of the trunk or somewhere under a seat that you could have an emergency situation.
Yeah, it's not going to be nice and cool. It's probably going to be warm and unpleasant, but you'll be alive.
Yeah, in Arizona, you may be able to steep tea with it.
Question 2 from Marcus from Dallas, Texas. I work construction outside all day. What are the warning signs that I'm moving from simple heat exhaustion into something more dangerous like heat stroke?
Yeah, so that's a tricky one. Nevertheless, you want to be careful. If something changes, you can feel something in your body. You get overexhausted. You stop sweating is a clear indicator. If you start feeling cold, clear indicator that something is wrong and you need to get into see a doctor immediately.
Just pay attention to your body, basically.
Yeah, the best thing to do is avoid those situations that you could that could happen. So, all right, good.
Xavier from Albuquerque, New Mexico. If the power goes out during a major heat wave, what are the first things a family should do to stay cool and avoid a medical emergency?
One of the best things that you could do is just do simple things that people in the old days used to do. They would go and sit on their front porch, especially during the heat of the day, in the shade where there was a breeze. Other things that you could do is if it's overnight, open as many windows as you feel comfortable opening based on your security situation. Also the bug situation, hopefully you have screens. And air out the house all throughout the night. And then once it starts getting hot outside, start closing the not all of the windows, but some of the windows. You still want to keep the airflow going. Also getting some cool towels or rags and putting them on you. There are some other homegrown systems. You can kind of make your own air conditioner and stuff. But typically people aren't going to have the time.
Get some blackout curtains for the direct sunlight windows and stuff like that. Keep as much heat on the outside as you can.
Yeah, it just so happened that our air conditioner at our own home went out, and it's been out for a few weeks now as we're waiting for parts to get in, which is, and it couldn't have happened in the wintertime. It had to happen in the summer when it's super hot.
As we're getting heat advisories, it's wonderful.
Yes, it's wonderful. But like Levi just said, those blackout curtains, we put some of those up in the home office, and you really couldn't go in there before that, and now with those blackout curtains, it's surprising how well those things work and how well they keep the heat out.
Yeah, it's like it mimics the conditions of a cave.
Yes, just with thin windows.
Yep. But, yeah.
All right.
That'll be it for our ready mailbag. Thanks for joining us.